Before we start today's show, today we want to give a big shout out to Buzz TV. Man, Buzz TV has some really good devices, man. Like this last year, they've come up with some good stuff, and this new year, I'm excited to see what they got.
Yo, it's going to be straight fire. Some devices and features, because I don't want to say one or the other. With Buzz TV, it's hand in hand. They've dropped some fire devices and some amazing features that are always taking things to the next level.
So don't forget to check out the description below.
You know, no matter where you guys are listening, watching, whatever from, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, that like, drop us a comment, and the reviews actually help us a great deal. If you're looking to do anything for us in this year coming and beyond, the reviews help other viewers like yourself find this podcast and enjoy it as well. So thank you guys. And with all that being said, let's start the show.
And we are here dealing with nonsense. Wouldn't be a normal day if I wasn't dealing with the crap.
You asked me if I was ready, and then I was like, and then I was like, are you ready? And then you were like, and then I hit record, and you were like, not yet. And I was like, whoa.
Story of my life.
Who's on first?
Oh, man. Okay, we're talking about streaming today. Streaming news, updates, all the nonsense. How do you feel with the current situation that we're in right now, with this global, whatever you want to call it, that they're going to be having the Olympics in Japan, and it starts next week?
Hold on a second. Weren't they trying to boycott it?
No, that's China.
Oh, well.
There's two different Asian countries.
You don't see me?
You see, this is what I'm dealing with, people. This is what I work with. Do I need to ask the question again, or do you understand the question?
Well, my answer is I don't feel.
You feel if you're hungry, though.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't going to eat donuts through the episode again. But I mean, you know what? I woke up craving chicken wings. I legit did. I was one of the first messages I said to Preppy. I was like, "Yeah, I want chicken wings." I mean, good morning.
Story of my life, people.
Okay, so unlike your heroes over there in Florida, we're pretty much kind of just getting out of our lockdown now. And like, even though our lockdown kind of got released a little bit on Friday, if you go somewhere, like it took me, let's put it like, just to put it into perspective, it took me 45 minutes to get gas on Friday for my car. You can't get anything done. Everything's just so busy.
Did everybody run out of the house all of a sudden?
We weren't allowed to buy anything besides food. Like we weren't really allowed to go anywhere. We weren't allowed to be like, even though they released some of the restrictions, if you go to like, let's say a pub to have a drink or a bar or whatever you want to call it, no more than 4 people at a table. Like there's still some restrictions and stuff, but everybody just didn't bother going out. So now everyone's rushing out and trying to get all their stuff done. You know what the most ridiculous thing? Majority of the guys that I talk to, like locally, it's amazing how many people need either new underwear or new shoes because you couldn't buy those things for like the last 2 years.
They don't know how Amazon works.
You like with shoes, you got to try them on. You can't just buy them. You know, I don't know about the story about underwear. You can't really try those on before you buy them. But the amount of people that say, yo, I needed to buy underwear and I couldn't buy underwear is ridiculous.
They're going commando and they're going shoeless. That's what. And now that they got to go out,
locked in your house, you don't have to wear clothes.
And now that they're exactly. Now that they're going out, they're like, well, I guess I should buy some shoes and underwear. Nasty asses. Freaking nasty asses. Okay, so again, Olympics. Olympics is here. What do you think? It starts next week. And it's going to be in Japan. The only major thing that I've read about was 10,000 volunteers have dropped out of participating into the games.
10,000? Damn.
10,000 people said, nope, not going to volunteer. The other thing, which is kind of interesting, is they're still officially branding the Tokyo Olympics as 2020 and not 2021.
Okay. The only thing, I don't know if I was listening to something or I was watching something. I don't remember what it was, but there's a bunch of new sports that are coming out for this Olympic, and some of them confused me a bit. Did you hear about the new sports that are coming out? Mm-hmm. So they're going to have surfing, skateboarding, climbing, karate, baseball, and softball.
I thought some of these were already there in the Olympics.
I don't know.
Like baseball, softball. I thought karate was in it already. I thought skating was in. No, I guess not. I guess not skating.
So
no, skating was in there.
Baseball was in the Olympics back in 2008 and then never came back.
That's interesting.
I also heard that the U.S. didn't qualify for the 3-on-3 basketball.
Probably. They probably didn't send anybody from the NBA. They're probably like, yeah, nope. We have our own season to deal with.
So I don't really know. I don't know.
I have a feeling a lot of people that are going to be competing are going to be people that we haven't heard of, at least for the States. Like, here's a crazy thing. When it comes to Olympics, the United States, Canada are like one of the two. They're one of the two biggest. Like, we send the most people to the Olympics, you know? And I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I'm actually really curious, like, who's going to be coming out of this art. I think we're going to see like new stars and new people come up. So should be interesting. Now, I know people are wondering, where can I watch the Olympics? So I know NBC is a big one. CBS is another big one. It's going to be wherever you watch your local news and stuff like that is going to be big ones. Also, I think NBC is the official network of the Olympics. So download the NBC app because they will probably be listing a lot of the stuff there. So, yeah, I know I'm going to be watching this like crazy. I'm big on the Olympics. I don't know how this is going to work with today's situation. But I don't know. We'll see.
Have you tried Fubo TV?
No.
Because they're supposed to have a lot of sports stuff, and I think they have the Olympic channel as well. I just know about them because I've been watching their stocks. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a good place to catch to stream a lot of the stuff. But I think that more and more people are finding out about their services because they've been reporting some pretty good earnings. That's the only reason I know about them. So I don't know. Might be a good place to check out to see if you need to get some of that content for the Olympics as well. But it is a paid service, right? So
yeah, for sure. It'll be good to check out. Yeah.
So speaking about things to check out, we don't usually talk about a whole lot of like Apple content. And to be honest, Apple TV doesn't really drop a whole lot of like new content that, is bangers. I remember, what was it? I think C was an Apple content, and that one was really good. I'm still waiting for season 2 of C. They dropped a couple other ones here and there, but you don't really hear a whole lot of stuff coming from Apple TV. Season 2 of the morning show just got announced, and I know a lot of people enjoyed watching the morning show. I honestly have never really watched it, but it is very popular. I might end up binge watching the first season before season 2 comes out just to see what it's about, because I know there's a lot of hype around it. It is scheduled to come out, I think September 17th is the premiere for season 2. So if you guys are looking forward to it, then that's definitely a month to look forward to. It's going to have people like Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, and Steve Carell.
Huh. I thought I saw, oh yeah, Reese Witherspoon and who's the other girl? Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. I've never seen, is this supposed to be like a real show? Like people talking, or is it supposed to be like a,
You know what?
I don't know. Like,
I'm not even
what,
100% sure on that. I just know that it's been pretty popular. It's one of the most popular shows on.
is it a drama? It looks like it's a drama. It's a drama show.
Drama,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's not a real show.
It's not a real show.
Yeah.
No.
I will say this. I was watching Hulu yesterday, and I was watching Handmaid's Tale, and there was an announcement on Apple TV about Apple TV, and they had this one where I think it was Kristen Wiig is the main star in this show, and it looks like they were like jazzercising like the 80s, like they were like all 80s, and I'm just like, what the heck is this? And I was like, wait, this looks like it's going to be a comedy, and it's like Apple TV. I'm just like, huh, that's interesting. It looks like they're getting more stuff.
I do find things that come out on Apple TV, the quality seems to be really good. Like the recording, the editing, like all that kind of stuff seems to be like up to par, like really good quality stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. I was interested about C. I'm kind of.
You haven't watched
interested
C
in
yet,
this.
bro? Fuck, man. I love that show. I can't wait for season 2.
So I will say this, right? Because I don't have this subscription thing. You know, I got my Hulu, Disney Plus, and I'm good. But this one's actually, the price isn't too bad. It's $4.99. You get 7-day free trial. These prices are not that bad. It's kind of reminding me again like cable, how they're just trying to nickel and dime everything.
But I also, okay, so we talk about this every time a new service comes out, right? What price does every service start at? $5. Around $5. And then they go up from there, right? So I wouldn't be surprised that as Apple starts to build its library, that a price goes up, maybe a year or 2 years down the road, right? Because Disney Plus started cheaper than what it is at right now as well, didn't it?
$1 cheaper.
Right. See? But Apple still needs to build its library. It doesn't have enough shows to keep people's interests for long periods of time. Most of their shows are in season 1 and season 2 right now. It doesn't have a big library. As far as I know, I could be wrong. If you guys have Apple TV, correct me in the comments below. But at least from its standpoint of exclusives alone, it doesn't have enough content to really keep the average binge watcher focused on it. So it has to keep its prices right there for the next foreseeable future, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested because some of the stuff here that they have is not that bad. So
the good thing is Apple TV is available on pretty much anything. You can get it on your Firesticks and your Rokus and your Google Chromecasts and your NVIDIA Shields, and I think it's even on your phones.
Yeah. Oh, and correction, it's not Kristen Wiig that's in it. It's Rose. I can't say her last name. Rose Byrne.
Okay.
I think she was in SNL, but the show's called Physical.
Let's get physical.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what. Yeah.
Oh shit!
And it's based off the '80s in San Diego. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of interested on what they have. So
shit. C season 2 comes out August. Yo, I just seen that on their website, like right now. I'm super excited. I'm gonna binge watch season 1 again, and I'm gonna jump into that. But like, you just heads up, if anyone is planning on watching C, don't watch it with your kids around.
There you go.
Just an FYI from a parent to a parent, just saying.
Cool. Marvel is doing some crazy big things right now. And as you guys know, I try not to look into any of the trailers or anything in there. I, for the sake of this show, though, I kind of wanted to pull up. I wanted to pull up some dates, and I kind of made the mistake of how I pulled it up. So now I'm looking at this thing like, damn it! I didn't want to know this. I didn't want to know this information. So this is stuff that's on Google. I'm not spoiling anything out there, and I kind of spoiled some stuff for myself. Now my brain's going freaking hydro crazy, ludicrous speed right now. So, man, I'm going to have a freaking brain aneurysm just looking at this thing right now. Black Widow, July 9th, comes out. And not reading, again, I try not to read anything that's in there. But one of the things that I see is, Scarlett Johansson's going to be in it. It looks like Robert Downey Jr. is also in it. And there's a few other characters, cast members that are in there. So I'm kind of curious. I don't want to click on anything, but this seems like this is a story, obviously, when she was alive. And do you know anything about this, about Black Widow?
No.
Nothing?
I thought it starts with her as a kid.
I thought so too. Like, this is going to be like her story.
But again, like even sometimes in the groups, right? Because we have our Telegram groups. I'm like, yo, Rojas ain't going to watch this yet. Or like sometimes people will say things on our live streams and I'll like delete their comments. I'm like, Rojas ain't watching this yet. Like we usually, or at least Rojas usually waits for it to almost be completely over for a season or for something. Or if it's a movie for him to just go blindly into it. And that's cool. There's like enough people do that. With myself, like for TV shows, for instance, Loki, I usually wait for at least a few episodes. I may not wait for like the ending of the season, but I'll at least wait so I can binge watch a couple of them because I hate it when I get into something and then I'm like, what happens next? Where the hell's the episode? Like, for instance, like right now, I'm really enjoying the new Superman and I'm fully caught up and I'm like, what happens next? I have to wait 2 weeks? Get out of here with that nonsense.
I'm like, well, right now I'm looking at when is the last episode of Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Because, okay, July 14th. Okay, so here's the thing. This comes out July 9th, Black Widow. Loki comes out, Loki's last episode, July 14th. And for Loki, I have no idea who's the cast besides Loki. I haven't seen anything, so I don't know anything on who's in it. I'm guessing just off of again, because of comic books and how things work, there's probably going to be some kind of time bureau that's going to be trying to hunt down Loki. I'm guessing they're going to be trying to fix his mess because of multiverses and all that crap. And I know there's a multiverse of madness coming with Doctor Strange. I again, just a lot of this shit's going to connect somehow. So I'm probably going to watch all the episodes of Loki right before Black Widow airs. I'm watching Black Widow when it drops. Like every single Marvel movie that I've ever seen, I watch it on opening night. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going to go to the movie theaters to watch this one or not. I want to. I've seen every single one of them in freaking IMAX 3D and everything. But I'm probably going to watch all of the, like, Black Widow comes out July 9th, a few days later, last episode of Loki. So I'm kind of like, okay, I wonder if they're going to strategically doing something. So I'm probably going to see everything that's up live to Loki, and then I'm going to be all like frustrated because there's one more episode and I have to wait a few more days.
That's usually the one that like wraps everything up too, right? You're like,
Right. So I'm kind of like, should I not watch it until after Black Widow? But what if they reference something in Black Widow that was referenced in the other one? Am I going to know? These two characters are so on different,
like astral planes.
yeah.
Like,
But the thing is that I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel throws something in
an
Black
Easter egg
Widow.
or some shit, because they're used to doing that shit.
Right. And then I'm going to be like, wait a minute, you know? So, yeah, I'm probably going to watch all of Loki up to the point of what's available and then Black Widow.
There's one thing that I've seen on the internet about Loki. It's not a spoiler or anything, so I'm just going to ask you and see how you react. On one of the charts, I think in the trailer of the thing, it says that he's gender fluid.
The frick is this? Don't turn him into something else, please. They're going to make him a transformer now. Great.
So I wanted to get your reaction on him being, I don't know if it's called gender neutral or gender fluid or whatever. I don't know if, and like when I told some of my friends, they're like, well, it's Loki. He's a mischief maker. He could have just did something to his chart. I'm like, I don't know. That's just the internet being stupid. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird.
Okay. Next one, Shang-Chi comes out September 3rd. And again, when I was scrolling down a little bit, I'm like, why? Damn it. Why did they have to have the cast at the top? So I saw the cast. I'm like, okay, Aquafina's going to be on here. She was the voice of the Last Dragon. She's been, I think she was in, oh my gosh.
I'm trying really hard not to watch this trailer. Like super hard not to watch this trailer. And I see it sitting right here in front of me with the little stupid YouTube play button.
Well, there's a character in there that I won't mention then to save you from it. That I'm like, how is this going to connect to something else that I know about? Try not to watch it because I'm sure they're going to reference it. And right now, me looking at it kind of pisses me off. This is why I don't like to see it, because as soon as I see it, I'm just like, wait a minute. And my brain just goes, whew. Okay. September 3rd, Shang-Chi. I'm excited about it. Next, which is not part of the MCU, but I'm kind of interested to see what is this? Venom 2. That comes out September 24th. And what's it called? Let There Be Carnage?
Let there be carnage, man. Freaking Woody Harrelson or whatever. What the hell's his name?
Carnage. I don't know.
I am super excited to see this just because I think that he's going to do such a good job as Carnage.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now, here's the thing. When I went to open this up, of course, I see the cast. So I see Woody Harrelson and Tom Hardy. The third person on this cast is Amber Sienna, which is, it says party guest. I'm like, why are they showing this hot blonde with her boobs sticking out? Literally, that's what it is. If you put Venom 2 and you see when it comes out, you'll like it. I'm telling you, the third image is and it says party guest is her thing, and it's just like, wait, what? So I went to click on her to see what is it, and it's like, oh, her known work is on Fast 9, which just came out. Batman 2022, which comes out later, and then this Venom. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a second. She's an unknown celebrity, but because I guess she's some kind of maybe like a Playboy model or something, they're just
What's
like,
her
ooh,
name?
Sienna something, Amber Sienna. I'm just like, why is she in the top 3 as cast? They got some kind of Playboy model and be like, ooh, look who we got. Okay, Sony. You're not impressing nobody.
Hey, listen, what was that chick's name in Transformer?
Megan Fox?
Yeah, well, yo, she got sales done. You
Yeah,
can't tell me.
but she's an actress. She's been in several things.
So hold on. Are you trying to say porn isn't acting?
I don't know if she's in porn or not. And if she is that the look that Venom, is that the look that they're going with this then?
He eats people. He's looking for things that are yummy.
Oh, let me go after this. Let me go after this model. Stupid. Sony's already butchering it. Okay. The next one, November 5th, The Eternals. Now, I already know Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek are in it.
Ooh.
So for me to see the rest of the cast, I'm just like, okay, I don't know the rest of you guys, which I'm cool.
I don't know who the rest of these people are, but Internals, yeah, I'm kind of interested.
I haven't seen anything yet, of course, so I'm kind of like, okay, cool. And this didn't really show me anything, so I'm like, okay, cool. The next one, which I am super excited. Oh, by the way, there was something in Venom. Have you seen anything about Venom?
No.
Okay, I won't say nothing then. I don't want to ruin it for you. There's something in Venom that's kind of like, wait a minute. Why are you in there? But I'm not really big about Venom anyway. I'll probably end up watching the trailer, but yeah, something's in there that is making me not want to watch the trailer because I don't know how this connects. But I know you and me have talked about certain things. Like we're wondering if they're going to connect Venom with Spider-Man or not, because there's been rumors about that stuff.
Right.
So I'm curious. I don't know if they're going to do it, but Spider-Man, of course, I
just say it, damn it.
Spider-Man comes out December 17th.
Yeah.
And of course, they show the cast. Jamie Foxx is in the cast as Electro.
Again?
He wasn't in this Spider-Man.
Right.
Not in Tom Holland's. And they're also showing Alfred Molina as Dr. Octavius.
Doc Ock?
Yes. And I'm just like, wait a minute. They're getting the Sinister Six together. If those are the two first villains that I saw, but it's just like, wait a minute. These bad guys were from the other Spider-Man. Doc Ock is from the first Spider-Man, right? What's his name? Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
I think so.
Which is the same exact actor. The same actor. Yeah, he was in Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. They're bringing him in. And then Jamie Foxx, he was in the other Spider-Man with the Amazing Spider-Man.
So who are we missing then? Aren't we just missing the Chameleon and Mysterio?
No, well, Mysterio is already known. The Chameleon, well, the thing is that the Sinister Six always change. But we have Falcon, we have Mysterio. It looks like now we have Electro. Looks like we have Dr. Ock. Who is missing? Who have we seen?
The Goblins and Vulture.
But who have we seen?
Oh, Rhino.
We haven't seen Rhino yet, have we?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Right now we have 4 for sure. But I'm very curious on what they're gonna do now. But okay, do you want me to tell you exactly what I saw in Venom that's making me think?
Okay.
What is the last thing that we saw on Spider-Man 2, the new one, Far From Home, at the very end when they revealed his thing? You remember that?
Nope.
You saw it, didn't you?
I don't remember.
It's only the most biggest what the F happened for Spider-Man. When
Was
they
this a
revealed
cartoon?
his identity, remember?
Was this a cartoon?
No, this is Spider-Man.
No,
Far
I
From
don't think I watched
Home.
this one.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
I didn't watch this one, bro.
You didn't see Spider-Man versus Mysterio?
I don't think so.
Okay, you got to go watch that movie. I'm not going to say shit until you see that movie.
Oh, damn it.
Spider-Man. Yeah,
I got so bored with the Spider-Man movies that I just stopped watching them.
the new ones with the MCU?
I think I just made it through 1, 2, and 3, and then I was like, I'm done.
That's Tobey Maguire. You're talking about 2002, 2004, 2006.
Yeah. That's the only
How
ones
have
I
you
watched.
not seen Tom Holland's Spider-Man?
I was bored with them.
Dude, this is a whole new actor. This is a whole new everything. Iron Man's in it. Dude, come on, really?
I gotta watch it then, I guess.
This is your homework. I'm not talking to you until you see this. You need to watch Spider-Man Homecoming, and then you need to watch Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay, I'll do that tonight.
You have to. Because, dude, the way, if you've seen Avengers Endgame and how Spider-Man all of a sudden is there and he's doing stuff, dude, you have to see how he gets his suit. You have to see how this is like how Spider-Man actually is, how he doesn't have the web thing. He has to create it.
Right.
And then the second one, Far From Home, is like, this is when everybody just came back from freaking Endgame.
Right.
Okay, that's your homework. Far From Home and Homecoming. You know what? I'll telegram you. Spider-Man Homecoming first.
Okay.
Spider-Man Far From Home second tonight, and then we'll talk tomorrow.
Okay.
If not, I'm not talking to you. Ever. Ever. Okay, I'm done with Marvel. I'm done with Marvel.
But wait, when did you end off? Was that December?
Yeah.
Yo,
That finishes off.
I seen that there's something to do. There's something else that's possibly coming out at the end of this year, but it doesn't have a date yet. Do I mention what it is, or
For Marvel?
yeah?
Is it a TV show or movie?
I believe it's a TV show.
Yeah, go ahead and name it. The only thing I looked up was just movies of what was coming up.
So it says Hawkeye is late 2021.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have a date yet, though. That's weird, right?
They're probably filming and they're probably making sure everything comes out right.
So
And it might connect to something.
and then the other one, it says that Miss Marvel is late 2021 as well.
Probably.
So they don't have dates for those as well. So those are the other two.
Disney Plus, I'm telling you.
They need an affiliate program. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is coming out with a cheaper $5 plan. Like I was mentioning earlier in this episode, most services start with a $5 plan. Services like Paramount Plus came out, I think, with a $10 plan or a $14 plan, something like that. And now they're coming out with a new Paramount Plus cheaper plan at $5. And I think it's going to be ad supported. I'm just double checking right now. Yeah, ad supported. Starting, I think it started this week, that you can pay $5 a month, which is half the price of the premium plan, and you get access to its services that's ad supported. And they're calling it the Essential plan. How do you feel about these services coming out with a cheaper plan being ad supported?
I'm cool with it. I think this whole $10 thing is stupid. I don't know why they would charge for $10 a month to get certain, like, again, we're going back to cable where they're nickel and diming everything. It's like, why would you do that?
So their other plan is only $10. So you can get, $5 a month and it's ad supported, or $10 a month and it's commercial free. And there's pros and cons, right? So for instance, the $10 plan for Paramount Plus will be commercial free and include both local and national news coverage with CBSN and CBS Live, whereas the essential plan will only include national news with CBSN. So people who need, I guess, CBS Live, and they find value in it, then it makes sense to go with the $10 plan. Also, people who absolutely hate commercials or advertisements, then the $10 plan. For those of you that absolutely hate advertisements, an additional $5 a month, I mean, you should be able to find your own value in that. Like,
Yeah.
it's $10 a month at the end of the day. If you like the content, then you find your own value. But if there's nothing on it that you watch in Paramount Plus, if you don't watch CBSN or CBS, like for instance, someone like Rohas here who just wants to watch, I don't know, Little Mermaid on Disney all day, then he's just going to go with Disney.
Hey, they have the Mandalorian there, so I'm gonna kick you off of Disney Plus too now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I these companies are just like, hey, if they're doing it, we're doing it, then we should do it. They need to come up with some value of it. But the thing is that they could only come up with so much exclusives. And I don't know, if they start coming up with more and more and more exclusives, and they're building up their library of stuff. The thing is that a lot of these people, they don't have like, well, I guess Paramount will have their own studio to do stuff, but like they have to outsource. What was I watching? Handmaid's Tale is, I think MGM does it. And didn't MGM got bought out by somebody?
Handmaid's Tale is a Hulu original, but it also airs on MGM, which got bought by Amazon. Right? Yeah,
Right.
It was a whole mishmash of what the.
That's why I'm saying it's an original from Hulu, but MGM is the one that produces it.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, so who actually owns this, and where do I need to go if a new season drops? Where has it first? Like, I got to connect all these crazy dots just in case shit hits the fan in the future.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, wait, what's going on?
Who's on first? Who is on first?
There's just too much. It's just they're confusing the crap out of everybody. So I don't know. I like the deal with $5. I think it's good, a $5 plan, which is great. To have a couple commercials. I honestly don't mind the ads that they put in there, as long as it's not, like, I'll say this, for when I was watching Handmaid's Tale last night, it started off with an ad. Within 10 minutes, it was another ad. And then 5 minutes, another ad. And then at the end, another ad. I'm like, why is there so many ads on this thing? Like, there shouldn't be, like, typically it's like one ad for like a minute and a half and done. I literally had like 3 or 4 ads by the time I was done with one episode. And I was like, is this on Amazon Prime? I don't know if they're going to have a bunch of ads or not, but it was just a grip ton of ads. So I don't know. One thing that I was hoping you were going to bring up, but you're not looking at our list. You're like, wait, what? What's going on here? Netflix. So one of our subscribers got this email. She pays for Netflix. And this is a Canadian thing, so I don't know. But it says, hello, I'm not going to name her. We hope you are enjoying your Netflix membership. Due to a recent change in Canada's tax law, the federal GST, HST, ABC, XYZ, what the WTF, whatever, will start to apply to your Netflix membership cost. The applicable GST, HST rate varies by province.
Yeah,
you will see this on your next bill starting after July 1st.
So GST stands for goods and services tax. HST is it's called homogenized sales tax, some BS. But every province has a slightly different tax bracket or rate or whatever. And this has nothing to do, I guess I'm trying to understand this as a political standpoint, but this has nothing to do with Netflix itself. Anything that's bought and sold in Canada has taxes that is added onto it. So I guess what it sounds like is Netflix has never been charging tax, and the tax man is finally knocked on their door, and they were like, you should have been charging your customers tax, and you should have been paying into, because as a business owner myself, I have an HST account that I have to put whatever tax that I collect from my customers into my HST account that goes to the government. So it sounds like they haven't been doing this.
It sounds like it. It's
Like,
just
what the fuck?
Netflix is already expensive to begin with. You would figure that Netflix will have all these. Here's your subscription fee.
Listen, Netflix is 22 years old. We talked about this months ago in a podcast. Like, they're older than Google. How do they not know that Canada has a tax that you got to pay the tax man?
You know what I think it is? I think Netflix had it figure out. I think they already knew, like, oh yeah, this is going to be this much. They have to, dude. If Netflix is coming over to Canada and saying, hey, we're going to have this Netflix available for you Canadians, they're going to be like, okay, cool. It's going to, for you to work business here, we're going to have to charge you guys 25 cents an account or whatever it is. And they're probably like, cool. Now Netflix is saying, like, you know what? So many people are sharing, and now we're going to cut this off. Hey, we don't want to pay that extra 25 cents to you guys already. We're going to say that you guys are charging us 25 cents. So we're going to add 25 cents extra.
25% extra.
Or whatever it is. I don't know what the thing is, but you know what they're trying to do is they're trying to say, like, oh yeah, guess what? We've been paying this tax on your behalf, but we are not paying it no more. Now we're going to charge you this extra tax and make it sound like they are asking for it.
Speaking as a Canadian, when we buy anything, we understand the price is never the price, because our taxes is added on after. Like, when you see a price on a shelf, that's not the final price of that product. You pick it up, you go to the counter, and then for the province I live in, 13% is added on top of that. Like, we already know. So like, when I'm going through the market or whatever, I'm looking at stuff, I'm automatically trying to calculate the 13% in my head. So I've never ever owned Netflix. I've never purchased it. I've never subscribed to it, like whatever. I've just never bothered. Right. So I'm not sure if this used to have been a thing where you go and you say, okay, it's $20, and then you see like $25 come out of your account. But as a Canadian, you'd expect that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, because that's everything we buy. We automatically know that there's a 13% hike. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It just feels weird that Netflix is like announcing this. That's the weirdest part to me. It's like, you automatically assume, okay, if you're $20, then it's going to be about 25. I get it. Cool. Whatever. It is what it is. But for them to be like, oh, this isn't us. Like, it almost sounds like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm done with this shit.
Yeah. To me, that's what it sounds like. I think it's a bunch of BS. Dump Netflix. I don't know how many times we're going to keep saying this. Dump Netflix. All right. Next. Moving to the next one.
Oh, shoot. I missed what did I do with my article? HBO Max. So speaking about services and them coming out with cheaper ad-supported shit, like Paramount Plus was the one we just talked about. HBO Max is doing a $10 ad-supported plan. Like $10 for ad-supported? 10?
That's so much money, dude.
Like 10? Like 5, okay. Because, like, you're making money. I still get access to the content. Okay, it is what it is. However, I don't know if they're trying to make the play like, yo, we're HBO, so we got bangers for content, so we're worth more. We're like, Paramount Plus doesn't have as much content, I would think, that HBO does.
That's crazy.
But maybe it's a ratio thing, right? Like, Paramount Plus is $10 for their like premium plan. So their ad-supported plan is $5, and then HBO Max is $15. So, like, are they trying to say, because we're more premium and we charge a higher premium for our premium product?
And it looks like they don't even give you 4K. It gives you, it's capped at 1080. Dude, what the hell are they doing?
You get Wonder Woman 1984.
Screw that crap. Dude, that's horrible, man.
Yes,
It's
the $10 playing is capped at 1080p. Womp womp womp.
yeah, where's my thing here? There you go. Sad days in the neighborhood. This is dumb. What the hell are they?
Oh my god. It says Warner Media said in a press release that the ad time will be capped at a maximum of 4 minutes per hour. How many ads did you say you watched when you were watching that thing? I don't even remember what it was now.
Like 3 or 4, and they're each a minute and a half long.
And that was within an hour?
Within a 45-minute show.
So, I mean, that's the same shit as the other thing. In addition, ads will not play on HBO originals.
It's just, I don't know, man.
I
don't get why they do that, you know?
It is what it is. I mean, everyone's going to do the same shit. They're going to choose what they charge, and then you either choose not to pay for it or pay for it. Like, yo, I say this all the time, all the freaking time. Take ownership of your freaking entertainment. If you have a show that you want to watch and you don't want to pay for all of the services at the same time, yo, choose what month you want to watch what service. And then when you know, you're going to say, okay, July, I'm going to watch all these bangers from this one thing. Write it all down on the list. Get your show's worth out of it. And then the next month, jump on to whatever else you want to watch. Like, honestly, Rojas and I, when we talk about streaming stuff, the only service we recommend you guys keep on a monthly, like on a yearly even, is what?
Disney Plus
all day, every day. Like that's also because majority of the content that Rojas and I like comes down to Marvel and its affiliates, right? Like we love all the Marvel stuff. You find value in that stuff, and Disney comes out with a lot of good bangers on their own behalf. All the other ones we might catch on a one-off, but for a yearly plan, we wouldn't touch it. However, you could be different. Maybe you want the Oprah channel. I don't know. Then you go find a service with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just done with it. I'm done with the whole thing. They're just yeah, I don't know. I think some of these people are getting a little bit hungry, and I think they just need to team up and give you some more bang for your buck. I don't know how else to. They need to figure something out because it's some monkey BS.
Well, you know who we don't really hear much about right now, and I'm curious. Maybe they need to do some more media releases. Is Roku? What the hell is Roku doing? Because Roku, didn't they buy Quibi?
Well, they took over Quibi, and they said that they're changing the name to Roku Originals. But
Okay.
that's so new. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see Roku Originals really push anything up until maybe October, November. Like once they start picking up traction with stuff. Like it's too new. I think they said they were rehiring everybody back or something like that. I don't know. Everything just seems too new and fresh. So they're probably trying to get ideas, trying to put everything on the table and see what they're going to do with it, you know?
Because you can watch the Roku channel on all the other platforms as well, too. It's just an app you install, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe that's going to be something interesting that we should follow up maybe on next month's streaming news and see if they have any announcements or anything like that. Because Roku, maybe not within our own circles and our own crowds, is a very popular service. There's a lot of people with Roku devices. There's a lot of people that use the Roku channel. And I think that their acquisition with Quibi is pretty good. So hopefully we start seeing some good stuff with them.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Anything you got to say before we get out of here?
Yo, you know what I say? It's our 150th episode. So thanks for watching, I guess. Thanks for supporting what we do over here on Beyond the Streams. Thanks for supporting the podcast, either on the audio side or the video side. It's sometimes a little bit different of an experience. You should check both out if you haven't had an opportunity. If you frequent the video side, check the audio side. If you frequent the audio side, check the video side. Especially when it comes to the Thursday live streams that happen on YouTube, roughly around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever platform you're watching on, make sure that you're hitting those thumbs up, those like, those comments. And if you're watching on the audio side, it's extra special for you guys to leave those reviews. It helps people like yourself catch us. It helps the algorithm be tickled by our content. And it just, more people are more likely to see the content and hear the content that you enjoy as well. So thank you, and keep up the good work by supporting what we do over here on Beyond the Streams.
For sure. You sound like you're like a commercial here.
Yeah, my own commercial, bro. I sell my products. How you mean?
Oh, man. All right, guys. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you guys leave us a review, share the video or audio with somebody that might be interested in listening to our crap. We have a lot of stuff that we talk about, and stay tuned to season 2 of Beyond the Streams, which starts July 1st. So yeah, with all that being said, see you guys on the next episode. Peace.